Okay, so there's been a slight change of plan. I'm actually not just going to lift the template on its own. I thought what I might do is actually, do as much of the actual framing of the Soffit front curve as I can. Basically, I'm just going to put the noggins on the back piece of framing and just let them stick out. That way I can lift the template up and I can kind of attach it to the template, slide it in and out. And the best part is then I can go underneath and use it as a stencil and mark out exactly where I want to cut off those angled pieces for the final cuts. So that's the plan. I did mention that this is going to be like, we're going to be making this up as we go, and I guess this is where it begins. So let's do this. Okay, we need some timber. I'm going to make each cut a fair bit longer to give us some wriggle room. Beautiful. We also got to be fast because it's kind of a wet day today. So we want 360, 460. Let's just go 500. Nice. Where's my tape measure gone? $4.40, no, $4.50, $5.50. Let's go 600. Okay, let's take a look. What do we got? So yeah, I thought it would be a lot easier if I actually, bat and screwed these noggins into that back plate first, lifted it up, maybe screwed it in or, clamped it up to the top there, and then put that template on. Yeah, I might put some string lines between the template and this, framing, and that'll stop it from, flexing downwards. And we'll be able to slide it in and out then. But yeah, I'm happy with that. And the best part is, when it comes to actually, marking these noggins where I need to cut, I can actually use that cardboard template as a stencil and just mark the angles that I need to cut from these noggins. It means I'm going to have to unbat and screw the noggins once again, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, that's the reason why I decided to do it this way. Hey guys, I just thought I'd take a couple of minutes and just explain to you why I am actually building this curved front soffit the way I'm doing it, because I'm sure there's a lot of guys sitting at home in front of their computer or behind the screen or their mobile phone and wondering what the hell is this guy doing and why is he building it like this. Well, there's only one reason, and that's because unlike the majority of the people that I've watched on the AVS forums building these things, and it looks a lot easier when they build it, but guys, they have ceilings. They have ceilings. All they need to do is actually screw through the plasterboard and into the rafters above, and they've got a bunch of anchor points, and they've got a great starting point. But unfortunately, I don't have that luxury because I don't have a ceiling. I'm eventually going to have a ceiling, but it's going to be a Starfield ceiling, and that ceiling is going to be, magnetized to these furring channels. I'm going to be able to pull my ceiling off and on whenever I want, if I ever want to do maintenance, and therefore I cannot screw this to my ceiling. And I hope that makes sense. But still, I have to come up with a way to get at least 3 anchor points towards the front, probably one dead center and one on either side. I need to basically get some anchor points through that Starfield ceiling in a way that if I ever want to take that Starfield ceiling off, that I can. So I got to get some anchor points to go from these noggins, 3, like I said, to go through the Starfield ceiling and anchor into these floor joists above, just to, prevent any future sag that might happen. So, yeah, but I've got an idea how I'm going to do that. But like I said, this is the part where I'm just playing it by ear and making this whole thing up as I go. I've got some ideas, but let's see how we go. But for now, I'm going to kind of bat and screw this thing together and try to lift it up on my own, and set it in place up above us and see how it looks. So let's do that. I'm just putting this MDF down so I can get a nice even surface rather than work off the carpet and work off this template. How good is that? It's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight. That's how I like it. Okay. Let's see if we can give you some kind of contrast. There we go. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So we finally got it up. What do you think? Hang on, let me just move around. It's up there. Looks really good. Let me just, I think I'm going to wind that screen up. But yeah, I like it. I've only got a few F clamps and a bunch of clamps holding it on. It's actually quite light, but there is a fair bit of flex in it. You know, if you just pull down at the end, it does vibrate and wobble a bit. So I'm definitely going to have to kind of find some way to anchor that up. So that's for another day, but I've got some ideas. I got some ideas. Awesome. Happy with that. Finally got some action. I want to go and sit down in my seat and see how far that sticks out. Well, actually, it's going to stick out an extra 1,500 anyway, because I made these longer, these noggins. But yeah, I guess the next thing I'm going to do is kind of attach that. So let's do that. There we go. What do you think? This is what I had in mind. Suspend it up there, hold it in by some string lines, and then we can move it in and out and finalize my correct length. How far out do I want this thing to sit? But I like it. That's what it looks like from the side. It's actually, it looks like it's sticking out quite a bit, I reckon. Anyway, I'm going to just kind of chill out for a while, give it a week or so, maybe, and get used to it and maybe move it in and out. See, I've done this so you can actually slide this template in and out and get different lengths and so forth. So, yeah. Anyway, there we go. That's how it turned out. Can't wait for this thing to be finished. Let me just set you on the floor and angle you up. Can we do that? No. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to call this a day and pick up later on.